Today we are tackling a LeetCode question number 434, number of segment in a string. String parsing in a extensional way for technical interview, and this question is a wonderful way to learn how to handle messy input like leading, tracking, or multiply consecutive spaces. The problem asks us to count the number of segments in a given string S. But what exactly is a segment? The problem defines a segment as a continuing sequence of non-space characters. Let's look at simple example. If our string is hello, my name is John. The segments are hello, my name is and John. There are 5 segments, so we return 5. Sound easy, right? But the tricky part is handling input with the weird spacing like more spaces in two words hello world. Here we have lots of leading space and multiply and middle space, but we still only have 2 segments hello and world. What will the approach to solve this? We can use a segments skipping approach. We scan the string from left to right using an index I. We walk through the string character by character. As soon as we find a character that is not a space, s I not equal to space, we know we just discovered the start of the new segment. So we increment our count by 1. Now we don't want to recount the rest of the character in the same segment. So we use an inner while loop to advance our in- index I forward until we hit a space or reach end of the string. Once the inner loop stops, our outer continue scanning for next segment. This approach is extremely robust because it automatically skips over all empty spaces and only counts where a brand new group of non-space character begins. What will be the time complexity? 0 n, where n is the length of the string. Although we have a nested while loop, the index I only ever moves forward. Every character is visited exactly once, making the runtime perfect linear. Space complexity 0, 1. We only use a simple integer variable count in our loop index I, which means we use constant extra memory. Now I will do the code. After that, I will explain how the code works. Now I will explain how the code works. We start by installing our segment counter int count equal to 0. Next, we write a for loop to scan our string s from index up to s dot size minus for int I equal to 0, I is less than s dot size I plus plus. Inside the loop, we check if the current character is non-space character. If si not equal to space, if it is, this marks the start of the new segment. We increment our counter count plus plus. Now to skip the rest of the word, we run our inner while loop. While I is less than s dot size and I not equal to space I plus plus. This advance is past all the character of the current segment. Once the inner loop ends, I point to a space or the end of the string. The outer loop will then increment I again, moving us past the space and forward to look for the next segment. Finally, after scanning the entire string, we simply return count. This is the solution for LeetCode question number 434, number of segments in a string. Thank you.